Hey everyone, Toby here. Um, Basically, I just got off the phone with Selco and we made a decision. And just wanted to kind of let you know what that decision was and what that decision would mean. This is also the introductory video for the Patreon page we've just set up because, quite simply, we're at the point of living in the crisis that everyone else is sort of involved in right now. So, having to deal with our own work and personal relationships. Selco is active in the healthcare field. I'm active as a first responder, firefighter, and in some other functions here in Sweden, which I won't go into now. That's obviously keeping us busy. And we really hit the point now in this past weekend of just being overwhelmed with individual requests from students for advice, for guidance, for information. And that's our commitment to the students that attended our physical courses over the last 4 years, that we'd always be available for them. But that's now hit the sort of saturation point where we can't effectively communicate and respond. And that's unfortunate, and that doesn't feel good. So what we've decided to do is set up a central information point that we can basically distribute our advice, our guidance, our thoughts, as always in a level-headed, contextual, actionable manner. And we're basically using the Patreon platform to do that for a couple of reasons. One, and first and foremost, is because it's quite intuitive to use and accessible for us. We're in a realm now, we don't have hours in a day to compose posts and polish them and edit and tidy and format. Everything that's going to go on here is pretty raw. You know, it's going to be audio files, it's going to be pieces of camera on video like this, maybe the odd sort of transcribed article or similar. So we just need a platform we can upload easily and quickly to. Combined with that, we need the interaction. So we need to give you the ability to share your information, share your questions, share your experiences, so others can benefit from that, because this is all about sort of community benefit at the end of the day. Knowledge shared is knowledge gained. And the third thing is we do need control over that information. We've been aware, Selco's been writing for the last 12 years. I've been involved with him and the school for the last 8 years with the primary focus on the physical courses, and we're aware our work's plagiarised massively. Entire blog sections, posts, websites are just translated, reposted, reused. And to be honest, we've never really had a problem with that. For us, it's like, so long as the information is getting spread and it's of use, we're not in it for the money, so we're not that worried. And actually, we've had contact with some of those people that we've sort of been aware, like, hey, you've just kind of lifted our work wholesale, and we want to let you know we see you, but so long as you give kind of credit or reference back to us, then we're not going to stress about it too much. The thing we're seeing now is rampant just profiteering off this coronavirus, which we just do not want any part of at all. And really, a big part of our initial decision was just to be quiet. It was just to leave the preppersphere be until this passed and then pick up where we left off. But we realise now that there's just too many people just not feeling prepared well enough, or even at all, that we shouldn't take an active role in trying to help them. So what that means is, by putting it here on Patreon, is we can track the information. So if we're aware that our stuff's being plagiarized wholesale and is being gouged and profited from, which is unacceptable, it gives us the best chance to track like who's doing it and sort of plug that hole, basically by removing them from accessing this platform where we're distributing this information. It's not great, it's not the answer to everything, but it's what we've got in this very, very time sensitive situation. Now, Patreon is a paid-for platform. We can't help that. That's Patreon's rules. But what we've done is made it the absolute lowest possible subscription. So the lowest sort of decibel we can work to, as far as Patreon's allowing us, is $1. So that's what the subscription is put out there for. This is the software we've got access to. If we could make it for free, great. But we're not tech guys, we're not computer programmers. I'm sure there's a way we could do it, but it's not one that we can figure out right now. So we're just going to kind of run with it and hope that you all understand that $1 a month subscription is not about the money at all. That is just enabling us to access a platform that we can use in a time sensitive manner. We can share the information, gather the information in a way that's possible, and still retain a degree of control. So that's where we're at, guys. Subscribe if you want to, and we'll post as much as we possibly can until we get through this, and see you all on the other side.